Thank you to Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video.
Hello everybody, glad you could make it. My name is Kaylee Ellen and welcome to another tier list. If you don't know what these videos are, I take basically a bunch of plants and I organize them into the following categories. If you're new to the channel, this won't mean too much to you, so I'm going to explain it. So the top tier that we could possibly put a plant in, we have sexually attracted. Basically, it doesn't get any better. I'm a little bit turned on by it. Down from that, we have iconic, because to most people alive, it is a very iconic plant. After that, we have Yes Boy, which is kind of like your middle of the road ranking, I would say. After that, we have something called Let's Test Shipping Delays. This basically refers to a time in like 2020, 2021, I can't remember when it was now, a long time ago, when I sent out a bunch of plants to test shipping delays to certain countries via my shop. So it had to be something reasonably expendable, but something someone might want enough. So not total tat, but not great, not great. Last but not least, we have For the Drone, which refers to a time where Ben attacked my living wall with a drone and basically desecrated a shit ton of plants. So basically that means we would chop them up. It doesn't sound that interesting when you explain it, but if you've been on my channel long enough, that's what it means. Basically, S tier to F tier. Today I want to rank some bougie Anthurium, and I'll be honest, I know I haven't uploaded in a little while. I've been very unwell. If you follow my Instagram, you'll know why. So I've made this and I'm looking at the plants I've put in, and at the time I knew what they were. There's a possibility that I will look at some plants today and I've forgotten what they are. But we're going to try it out anyway. So I'm just going to pick stuff up and we're going to chat about it. So what can I start with? Let's start with this one. I'm just going to drop it into the middle. Why not? This here is Anthurium basilisk. I think it's some kind of crystal magnesium hybrid, something like that. It's very veiny, it's quite red toned when it comes in, and it's got some nice frilly edges. Now, I have a plant it's not the same as this. I'll grab it, why not, for the video. It's not the same as, but it's sort of vaguely reminiscent of. This is, what is this? This is Anthurium, is it Muchilus? Can't remember now. It's a hybrid, but it's also kind of a mutant. I think it's a hybridized with Papillilaminum. And it's not the same, no, but it does something ever so slightly similar. Let's put him there, why not? If you asked me whether I would rather have that or a basilisk, I would tell you I'd rather have basilisk. Can't speak today. However, that doesn't really mean I love it, to be honest. And if you saw me haul this plant in, what, like 2 weeks ago now, you'll know that I didn't really like this. I don't really like this. I don't know why anybody would like this, but when you're breeding Anthurium, you have to pick some traits, if you know what I mean. So I would leave this one. Oh God, is it harsh to put that here? And I tell you something, that might be harsh. However, I know that loads of the Anthurium in here are amazing. And I know this is subjective anyway, and I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, really bougie, expensive plant, why put it here? I'm doing it off more or less looks alone. And I just think we've got so many nice plants in here. Some stuff is going to have to be moved down, otherwise everything's just going to be in a really good category, right? Next plant. Oh, let's do this one because I hauled this one recently as well. This is going to turn into a video where I drag out all of these plants because I do have some. I will grab this. This here, guys, is Anthurium Juggernaut. It is some form of Anthurium Papillilaminum. I can't remember if it's a hybrid or what. I'm not sure if we know what it is, but it's basically a super long sexy pap. I will get him out because I have a clone of that very plant. 1 second. Honestly, it's not supposed to be a show and tell, but I literally have him in the cabinet next to me, so it seems silly not to do it. It's this guy. Do you see him? Yes. This is Juggernaut. He's very small, but you can tell he's getting bigger, and he's also pumping out a leaf that's unbelievably long. Can you tell? Hopefully you can. He is amazing. That is Juggernaut, and honestly, I'm wasting zero time. He's going up here. The reason is he is so long and so sexy. Just think, this is a small plant, right? So when this thing gets big, it's going to be insane. It's going to look like that image, and I can't wait. I think it'll be great to breed with. I think anybody would probably want this. I don't even think this is an acquired taste thing. I think most people would like this. The only thing I would improve on this plant, to be honest, if I could like do anything to it, I'd probably just make it darker, which probably gives you a clue as to what I might breed it with. Can I pull out what I would breed it with actually? Do I have one in here? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let me pull out the next plant because I would breed it with this. So let's just pop it in the middle again. This plant here is Anthurium Papillilaminum Ralph-linum, and I would have grabbed that from the cabinet, but Ben's just been round earlier and he's just gone and put it upstairs in the grow tent because things needed to be moved. I've not been very well, so I've not been able to do it. So it's literally just been moved as of about an hour ago. But I would absolutely breed with this. And I'm toying between putting it in sexually attracted or iconic. Let me just take a quick look, because I know you can't see the plants that are coming, but I can. Let me take a quick look at what's there. I'm going to drop it down to iconic on the basis that there's some plants in here that I am very much attracted to. So we will just leave that there. I may as well just leave these guys. Can you see him? Yeah, why not? He's cool there, isn't he? Maybe there, maybe there. I don't know. So we'll leave him there. But Ralph-linum is absolutely incredible. It's really long, dark, bladed. It's got nice wide lobes. It's got beautiful orangey, sometimes like pinky coloured veins when it comes in. It's a really, really sexy one. But guys, it costs a bit of money. It costs a bit of money, so I'm not gonna lie to you. But we're leaving it there. We're leaving it there. What else have I got here? I've got some Carla Blackii in here, and I'm not actually sure which Carla Blackii it is. So we will leave that and we will whittle it down. We will whittle it down. Let's do this one. This here is Anthurium kunaylenci. And I've seen this in person a few times. When I went to the Netherlands, I saw some really nice ones in person. I saw some ones like in loads of different people's grow tents actually, and every single person was like, yeah, this isn't growing very well, or I've finally got it to push out a leaf that's good, or whatever. So I got like the vibe of this plant very quickly. So for me personally, I'm not actually struck on it at all. And I wouldn't say it was for the drone, because I think that's really harsh, but I would probably definitely put it here. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, because I mean, I know it has a value to it. Therefore it's probably something, not always, but it's probably something that is heavily desired. So I'm going to leave it there, but I mean, it's all right. I don't know. And maybe it's one of these plants where, you know, if I had it and it grew beautifully and pillowy and nice. Sorry, I've got cat hair on my face. This always happens. I'm sure it just like floats around the air. If I had it and it was growing beautiful and I was super proud of it, then maybe I would, you know, rank it further up. But at the minute now, we'll leave it there, I think. What is next? Oh my God, can we do this one? Oh, ho, ho.
Are you looking to start a new business in 2025? Perhaps it's a new blog or a web shop, maybe even a portfolio, or you're opening up a new restaurant. The possibilities are endless with Squarespace. Squarespace is a one-stop shop to create your very own sleek and professional website built from a variety of modern and fully customizable templates. You don't need any technical knowledge whatsoever. I've been using Squarespace for years now. You guys know I love it, and I won't go anywhere else. Squarespace has everything from search engine optimization tools to increase your visibility in search engines, an analytics tool to evaluate everything from product sales to web traffic, an AI-enhanced web builder to help you flesh out your website with content, and various selling tools and payment options such as PayPal, Square and Stripe for credit cards, Apple Pay, and in some countries even Afterpay and ClearPay, which allow your customers to spread out the payments for your products without affecting your sales. Win-win. The best part is, guys, you can try Squarespace for yourself for absolutely free. Check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Kaylee Ellen to save 10% off your first website or domain purchase. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
This here, guys, is, I must say something on this actually. This here is a Block Anthurium. It is Dark and Handsome, I think, by Red Velvet Cake. And this is a picture of it, but obviously they look very different because they're all seedlings. So genetically they do vary. I've picked this one, but I'm arbitrarily just using it to represent this plant that looks like this. So if I like this plant, I like it because it looks long and dark and thin and purpley and reddish toned and all of that. So where I would put it. See, this is difficult for me, guys, because it is actually a wish list plant. But I like to make these lists, not just me, but maybe a little bit more of everybody. It really depends. It really depends. Do I keep it where it is? And I am really genuinely trying to be harsh so that I don't just rank everything really well. Watch, I'll do that, and then everything will just be on the bottom. I might keep that where it is, you know, because I honestly, I do love it, and it is on a wish list, but in the scale of everything here, I would pick a few plants on this list above this. So I'm going to leave it where it is, actually. I'm going to leave it where it is. Listen. This plant here, I don't even waste any time. This plant here, guys, is, what is it? It's Anthurium Clarinervium Peter Parker, which I do believe is a hybrid of Clarinervium RA5 by RA10. And the thing is, you can get many a Peter Parker, right? They're very expensive. They can be like £500, $500, €500. They're expensive, right? They are. And that's just for a seedling, like smaller than this, right? That's great and all. But I haven't bought one yet because it is on my wish list, because I want one that looks like this. So if you look at this one, it's exhibiting, I think RA5 is the spidery one. So this has basically come out like an RA5. And I think it is incredible, and I really want one. But this spider-like trait, for whatever reason, in a lot of Anthurium, because we'll see a couple more on this list, but in a lot of Anthurium, this trait is very recessive. So even though you breed RA5 with RA10, you're not necessarily going to get this. So if you're actually in the market for a Peter Parker, don't just buy any seedling. If you want to be really specific on it, wait for a specific thing to crop up, but it will cost you. This is not a game. It will cost you a lot of money, trust me. So it's going there because spidery stuff, although I actually hate spiders in real life, like terrified of them, literally. Spidery Anthurium, I am all for. I have a wonderful spidery Bessie upstairs. I have a beautiful Black Widow that I'll get out actually when it comes up, because it's in this list. I do like spidery things, and I'm waiting on one of these, and I just think this is fantastic. Honestly, ooh, it's good. Right, what else? Oh, there's so many stuff I'm going to be sexually attracted to. No. Right, I'm going to try and keep the spread as good as I can. So this plant here, you might think it's a sexy dock block plant, but it's not actually. And I do keep repping this plant because I do really, really like it. And I'm noticing some really nice consistent results with it. I have maybe 4 clones of this plant. There is actually one up on the shelf, but it's doing terribly. It needs moved upstairs and it needs its leaf chopped off and stuff. All of its children are doing amazingly. But anyway, this here is NSE Red Crystallinum. And I've got a baby. Why not? You know what? I'm showing you every other plant. Shall I just pick them up if I have them? 2 seconds. So this here, don't get me wrong, I have more of them and I have bigger ones. This is actually from the book cut, and there's 2 in here, but they emerge like a really, can you see this? Like, look how young it is and look at the color it's coming out. Okay, I think these plants are amazing. So they come out like a burgundy, purpley, pinky kind of tone. I really hope that will focus. Apologies if it doesn't. But you can see how young it is and how amazing that is. I love them. I'm having unbelievable results with them. And I think they're iconic. Listen, I think they're iconic. I know Doc Block stuff is very iconic as well, but I just think the NSE is just really nice. It's understated. You don't get it that often because everybody's gone for the Doc Blocks. So if you actually have an NSE red crystal, especially in the UK, in my way, they're actually worth a shit ton of money. So that's not why I like them, obviously. I like them just because this color is amazing. And I've had this since, I can't remember. It was whenever I bought my variegated Gloriosa Mauve. Everybody knows this by now. I also got some red crystallinum. I think they were clones, guys. I think they were clones. So I've got that anyway. And I've had it so long. I just love it. I've grown it loads. Obsessed with it. So I'm actually going to keep it in iconic because I think that's very, very fair. Enid's done a banger here. She really has. Right. So I'm going to do certain things in certain orders because I just think it will work better for me explaining things sometimes. I know that makes no sense to anybody. I'm going to do this one. So I know I said I like spidery things, but I actually wouldn't put this plant in that category. I don't know why, I just wouldn't. This is Anthurium King of Spades. I'm probably sat in front of it, but there is one here behind me. And it's beautiful. Well, this one is beautiful. Mine is unbelievably muted compared to this one. Mine's actually not fantastic genetics, I won't lie. In terms of like a King of Spades, mine is a bit shit. But maybe I'd like it more if I had a better one. I don't know. For me personally, I don't love it, and I would put it here. I certainly wouldn't put it for the drone. That is so harsh. That is so harsh. But I'm going to put it here. Now this is, I think even at the minute, it's still like super, super fashionable. I think people are trying to make a lot of hybrids with it and everything else. Maybe because of the veining and because it's different, it is a good breeding, Anthurium. So maybe that's why. But a lot of people are looking for this. I will actually probably do maybe clones of mine at some point. Personally, I don't think it's amazing to breed with. That's not to say I wouldn't, but I'll check with Ben actually, but I think I'm all prepared to do clones of mine. So at some point I will do it. I need to repot mine. But I'm going to keep it there because I don't know. It could be a lot better. I think I need to see a really decent one in real life, to be honest. What else do we have? Well, let's do this one. This here is Anthurium King of Clarinervium. Why can I not say that? Why can I not say that? Every single time I've tried to say the name of this plant for the past 2 months, I can't say it. King of Clarinervium is the name of the plant. I do have one of these. I could have shown you it, but it went upstairs maybe about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, so I can't show you it. But I do have one. These are, I don't know if it's just me. Honestly, I have no idea, but it's just impossible to grow. It's so slow. It dies at the drop of a hat. It's beautiful, but I'm not, enamored by it. Now, funny enough, I can't really put it in let's test shipping delays because like it wouldn't survive the shipping delay. So I don't know. That's tough. Do I rate it on what I think people think of it, or do I rate it on my experience with it? You know what? I'm going to rate it on my experience, and this might shock people, but I'm putting it in for the drone because this thing has given me so much anxiety. I've lost touch with myself, honestly. It's given me that much anxiety, and I don't even know if I would breed with it because the plants in the Clarinervium sectioning of Anthurium, when you make seeds and stuff, it takes like a good year and a bit to actually even germinate your seeds and stuff like that. Just to bring berries from pollination and stuff. Just takes ages. It's not like with all the paps that everyone's crossing in the Carlas and stuff like that. The Clarinervium stuff takes forever. I do have some crossed seedlings of this with Macrolobium, which is very nice. I'm growing it out. But generally speaking, absolute headache, both in terms of breeding, in terms of taking care of it, in terms of everything. And now I've explained that, I actually feel much better about putting in that category. So moving on. Ooh, we've got a couple of Carlas in here. Oh, we've got some stuff. Oh, this one. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think the picture's like super small on my computer. I'm pretty sure that this is Anthurium Red Vein Dark Phoenix. And as it happens, guys, I have one in the cabinet. I'll take like one of these back every time I bring one out. In fact, I'll take this both back so I can show you it. Because mine's actually not potted up yet, as it happens. I'll just show you briefly. It's brand new. I've not even potted up yet. But this here is Red Vein Dark Phoenix. Look at the backs. I know. But it's brand new and it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. That is Anthurium Red Vein Dark Phoenix. And I'm sorry, but if you're not sexually attracted to this plant, I can't help you guys. I really can't help you. Look at it. Oh my God. I would leave that one out, guys, but it's literally not even potted up, so I can't really do anything with it. But it's stunning, right? It's stunning. So I'm sexually attracted to it. Like, honestly, that's my second red vein. And I think it's beautiful. And that's probably not too far off breeding, as it happens. Stunning plant, honestly. I know, again, because they're all self-seedlings and stuff, self-crosses, that they can vary genetically a little bit. So the one I have upstairs doesn't tend to look like that one. It does look a bit different, but that's cool. It means you can breed with different ones. So I'm absolutely putting it up here. This is for everyone else, minimum, this is probably here in Iconic. Whoopsie. But for me, personally, it's here. And it's amazing, and I love it. I'm going to do this one. This here is Block Anthurium Black Widow. There's a lot of opinions out on Black Widow and on a few of the Block hybrids. Good and bad, if I'm completely honest. The tea is basically A lot of people don't like the fact that Doc Block had a lot of Tim Anderson's plants, but sort of, I think when he's asked about it or something, he gets, I don't know, I just hear on the internet that he gets a bit annoyed or something and claims a lot of Tim Anderson's work as his. Don't know how true that is. Listen, I'm not here to shit on Doc Block. I'm just saying there's a lot of discourse around it, specifically with Black Widow as well, because people are like, oh, technically Black Widow is a no ID. It sort of is, I guess. Again, I believe it to be a Crystal Mag cross. Obviously, Doc Block has sold a lot of Black Widow 13 by 43. And I think Black Widow 13 is the one that you see in that picture. So it's got like wideish shoulders and it's got the veins. And I think 43 is a very black one. I have one and it's beautiful. I actually have two. But again, the second one is very small. I'll pick it up in a second. And I bought it because it's long and black. And it's obviously got the Black Widow primary veining, which again is very recessive. 2 seconds. Honestly, I had no plans to pick up plants. No plans at all. That's why I've not prepped this. This is still in the original packaging from when it was shipped. But I just wanted to let it settle, and then it settled, and then it started to push out a leaf. So I was like, right, well, I'll leave it a bit more then. But I bought it basically with this leaf here. Can you see the genetics on that? Yes, undoubtedly. This is the new leaf coming in with me. So it's getting really, really dark, and you can see those wonderful primary veins. So that there is Black Widow. That's obviously 2 different Black Widows smushed together, but it's a Black Widow. If you are in the market for a Black Widow like this, because a lot of people say this, they're looking for a Black Widow that has just the primary veins. I'll warn you now, guys, it will cost a lot of money. This costs like mid 3 figures. So midway between 3 figures and 4 figures, right? And then a little bit more actually. This wasn't cheap, okay? This wasn't cheap. But I did pick it out specifically. And if you don't care about not having, you know, like the tags on stuff like that and doing that when you want to buy from a private seller, do that. If you're looking for a specific trait, honestly do that. But anyway, it's not a video about tips. It's not a video about tips. Where would I put this? I'm not sexually attracted to it. I know. Wild. I'm not. You can't really not put it in iconic, really. If I put it in yes boy, that's belittling a little bit. I don't think you can do that. So I'm going to put it in iconic and leave it there. But there is a shit ton of discourse around this plant, honestly. There really is. So if you want to get digging online, feel free. Anyway, you know what we've not done? We've not done any of my other favourite plant. And let's do this one because honestly, I will not shut up about this plant. So this here is a very specific type of black velvet Eastern Panama, BVAP, also known as Antolakii, right? This one here I'm showing you is a very specific one from Granthuriums. I know, I don't shut up about it. This is Antolakii RF1, which I think is round by Felix, by Dark Star, which I think is a select seedling of Grants. And I won't shut up about it. I do have that same hybrid, so I do have this plant. Obviously, it's a self-seedling, so it will look a bit different or whatever. But I have this and I'm literally obsessed with it because it's so dark, it's big and lobed, it's got big pillowy veins, and obviously that star right there in the middle. I'm obviously sexually attracted to it, guys, because I don't shut up about it. Like, that's fair enough. But for a lot of people, you probably don't even know what this is. And if you don't, just use it to represent the many kinds of Antolakii, and then maybe you can like work out my rationale. I like Antolakii anyway. I've got a few, maybe actually don't know, two or three, something like that. Like I have Oliver, what else do I have? I have like P1, which I can't remember what that was. Was it Round by RA1? I've got a couple of different ones, but that, holy grail for me, that one, 100%. Right, let's do this one. Oh my goodness, this is going to cause some serious controversy in like a few weeks when this arrives. Right, listen. So this here is Anthurium Circus Peanuts. Peanuts, right? I know my accent can sometimes distort things. Circus Peanuts. It's so boring looking, right? And apparently it's named this because the inflows of it, so the flowers, blooms, whatever you want to call them, they smell like really nasty circus candy that I think you get over in America. Like it stinks apparently. And that's why it's called Circus Peanuts. It's a hybrid of something. And I can't remember what the hybrid is, really sorry. But basically, I find it quite boring. I do find a lot of people, when they show it off, it's very light in colour, but I don't know if it should be that light in colour, which tells me it might be difficult to grow. I don't know. There is one on its way, all right, and it's for breeding purposes, so I'm allowed to say I don't really like it. I don't think I would say it was for the drone, but I would personally put it here. I reserve judgment. If I've owned it, wow, that was a big fly flying behind my head. If I've owned it a while and I still feel that way, then I would put it here for the drone. But for now, I will reserve space for that. So we've got that in there. But I think a lot of people are either going to put it at the bottom or the top. I'm not sure how many people would put this in between. I think it's more of a Marmite plant. The price tag on these, by the way, like, no, literally no, just no. No. Anyway, next up, oh, this one is very nice. This here, it's a beautiful picture. It's a beautiful picture. This here is Anthurium Hoffmannii Blood Moon, also known as Red Sinus, I think. I think Red Sinus is the same thing as Blood Moon. I have one of these. I can't show you it. It's upstairs. But it's doing very, very well. It's very, very small. You can get these for varying prices, okay? If it's Australian, it costs like £500, and if it's Indonesian, it costs a shit ton less. I don't know what the differences are. I'm not even going to discuss it because I don't know. I don't want to speak out of term. Do you know what I mean? I would imagine if there's a big price difference, then there is a difference. But stranger things have happened, guys. Stranger things have happened. Mine is Australian, but I don't know. I can't speak on the rest of it. But if we just ignore all of that and we take it for what it is, if it looks anything like this when it's mature, because mine is not, the leaves are only this big, that's beautiful. I'm torn between Iconic and Yes Boy. Let me have a quick look at what else is here. Look at what else is in Iconic. I'm going to put it in Iconic actually because I think it does deserve to be there with the rest of them. I really do. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me know if you would actually put it there. I think a lot of people are not going to give a shit about Blood Moon if I'm completely honest, but who knows. Okay. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This beautiful thing. I mean, it just looks like a Carla to me, but it's the only Carla I think I've put in. No, there's another Carla Blacki in there. And I'm pretty sure I know which one this is. I believe this is Carla Blacki GPH001. It's a very well-known Carla Blacki. It's super black. It's reasonably long. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'm going to put it in because I'm basically toying between this and this. I might leave it in Iconic. It's completely on a wish list, by the way, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I might leave it here. I think Iconic's going to end up getting too big. But I'm trying to really just compartmentalize what I'm thinking and try to like actually spread them out a little bit. Because really, there's nothing on this list that I can't stand the look of, apart from maybe one plant. So they're all kind of good. You know what I mean? Namely, this one here, this thing here, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I hope I have not got this wrong. Again, I made this list before I got ill, guys. So I'm pretty sure this is Anthurium, what is it? SP Nove DF? I don't even know what that stands for, but let me tell you, I cannot stand this plant. I cannot stand this plant. It's worth an unbelievable amount of money. Right, unbelievable. Basically like Circus peanuts amounts nearly, right? I think it might be a bit cheaper. It might be the same. I can't remember. It's worth a shit ton of money and I don't like it. This picture here doesn't look so bad, but I see loads of them and I'm just like, what? It just looks like a, you know, it's just not for me. It's not for me. It's not like Ralph Lauren where there's velveties, there's nice veining, there's this, there's that. It's just not for me. It's not for me. I don't care. I don't like it at all. You will not catch me owning it. You will not catch me owning it. I dare say. The only reason I do is if Ben buys it. So Ben, please do not buy this. I can't stand it. I have already told him this. Ooh, we'll do this one because it's sort of similar. This here, I think, again, I made this a while ago. I'm pretty sure this is Anthurium Portillii, but I can't remember which type it is. It could be NSE, it could be Dorito. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it in Yes Boy. Now, is it Iconic? Yes, probably yes. But for me, when I look at the rest of the stuff in the category, I'm not looking and being like, oh my God, put it with the rest of them. So I'm actually going to leave it here. It is lovely, don't get me wrong. I do have one upstairs. I have an NSE Portillii that is like super long and triangly. but it's, again, if I saw a mature one, then maybe I'd like it a bit more. But for now, he can stay there, to be honest. I think this one here, again, like this is a black blob to me right now, looking at this laptop. I'm pretty sure this is Anthurium Fort Sherman. Again, is it iconic or is it yes boy? Basically, you get a lot of this mentioned and a lot of this mentioned. So this was Anthurium Ralph-Linum. This is Anthurium Fort Sherman. It's fantastic plant. What I will say is, can I grab it? Can I grab it? I have the big one still from me hauling it in. I'm not going to grab it, guys, because it's in with all the other big plants, and I think I'm going to have an accident trying to pull it out. I've got, like, you'll have seen it on my plant haul video if you've watched it. If you haven't, go watch it. It's huge, like the leaves are like this. It's massive. Fantastic plant, though. What I will say is I have plants upstairs with Fort Sherman in it, and the rate in which they are growing compared to the same plant without Fort Sherman in it is crazy. For example, upstairs I have Bessie Black Pillow Self upstairs growing at a certain rate, and I have it also mixed with Fort Sherman, and it's growing at twice the rate. The Fort Sherman in there has not taken any damage. It's big, it's beautiful. The fact I bought a large one tells me that that's quite doable by the person that sold me the plant. I think it's a fantastic plant, and I think if you want something like with a bit more majesty to it, but you don't want to break the bank, this is a really nice one, because I don't actually think it's like super unaffordable. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I think it is one of the cheaper ones. Certainly cheaper compared to Ralph-Linum, like Jesus Christ. But if you're in the market for them, definitely look for one of those, because people are selling them. Again, yes, yada yada, genetics, they all look different. I get it, cool. But still really good plant. So I'm going to leave it there just because it's not quite iconic to me, but it's a very, it's solid. It's a solid option. So we love that. We love that. I think I know what all of these are now. We're going to bring out the only other Carla Blacki that I have in here. And I think I've put this in. It's weird that I put two in, but I think I put this in just to make people aware of it. I have one on its way at some point, actually. This is Carla Blacki. Oh no, what is it? Oh shit. It's the one with the red eye. Yes, it's Carla Blacki David Fel. And it's very sought after. It's not as dark as like the GPH 001 or whatever, but it's very, very nice. And the thing that I personally think sets this car apart is the red eye. And that's how you know you've got a nice David Fel, you've got a nice red eye. Really, really nice plant. I'm not going to put it in iconic because I think, honestly, for whatever reason, the GPH 001 is iconic. And I just, for now, going to put David Fel lower. I don't think many people are aware of it compared to the other one. You know, if you just gave me an option of having this one or this one, then I would still pick this one. So I'm going to put it here, but it's beautiful, beautiful plant, and I can't wait to see what it's like in real life. Of course, eventually you will also see it as soon as I get my hands on it. So, all right, this is going to divide opinion. This plant here is an absolute one-off. I think it is a hybrid, like a mutant hybrid, you could say, of dark forgetty eye and some kind of Carla Blacki eye, right? Honestly, it's going straight in here. So this is called, I think it's Anthurium Facehugger, as in like facehugger, alien, whatever. And it's literally incredible. I've never seen anything quite like that. I think it's brilliant. This will be a one-off. I would really question how it would even cross with itself. And if you wanted something like this, you'd have to literally get a full-on clone. And I'm pretty sure the person that has this is not going to do clones. Unless, you know, they're not breeding and they want to make some money, then you'd have to clone if this doesn't pass down to seedlings. I would question whether it does pass down. But you don't know, you don't know. I'll tell you whose this was, and as of sitting here, again, I've been off work for like 2 weeks. I can't remember, apologies guys. But it's amazing, and although this is an extremely acquired taste, for me, it is 100% here. This one here, let's drop this in the middle here. This here is Anthurium Red Spider. Now these look very, very different from one another. Honestly, they do. This has a beautiful little red eye on it. They can usually be very, very long. The veins are very, very thin and muted. So it's not like, you know, crystallinum, Carla Blacki, King of Spades, any of that. It's super, super thin, pencil thin and muted. And they're very, very nice. I'm not going to say I'm sexually attracted to it, even though it's beautiful. I don't even have one yet that's mature enough. I have one in the cabinet, but there is no point in pulling it out. It's like, it's lettuce. It's nothing at the moment. So I'll leave that, obviously, for when it gets bigger. And then we can all have a good look. Until then, I'm probably putting it in iconic. And this fetches a price, by the way. My small one that you might have seen with like the leaves are like this big. I think that was like 200 and something euros, like 250 euros or something. And it was like tiny. It is a clone. I always try and get clones where I can. But yeah, it's not cheap. So if you're looking for one of these, be very, very careful. Maybe do actually get a clone because these vary so much. So just a little word of caution there. Similar to that, I don't quite know why I put this in, but why not? I guess maybe I put it in to show you guys in case you kind of like this, but not quite. I don't know. This here, I do believe, is Anthurium Yellow Spider. So rather than Red Spider. And it's obviously still a forget eye cross. I'm not sure quite what it's crossed with, but it's really, really nice. I don't know if I would say yes, boy. If I've got to be like really, I don't want to say pedantic, but I'm trying to be really, really picky. I'm going to put it here. You know, I am going to be picky. I'm going to put it here in let's test shipping delays. That is a little bit harsh. I nearly put it in yes, boy, but you know what? There's some stuff down here that I might put in yes, boy, so we will leave that where it is. But if you're interested in Yellow Spider, look it up, look it up. I think here we have Anthurium Dressleri NSE Obsidian, and I have seen this in real life. I think this picture might even be from Smucky. I'm not sure. This is absolutely incredible, but as with a lot of dress plants, it's hard to grow. I'm not really letting that influence me too much, so I might keep that in yes, boy, just because I don't know if I'll ever see one as nice as this, like myself, because I might not be able to grow it, so I don't know. I do have this crossed with Dressleri RG, so Rio Guanche. I can't remember what it's called, sorry guys, but it's NSE crossed with RG anyway. So I do have like a bit of this. So I'll let you know how that goes. It is my slowest growing Anthurium that I have in the tent, 100%. It's starting to grow now, but that's waited ages. The rest of them are like on their third leaf or something. So yeah, it's nice. I love it. I want to love it more. I will let you know. I will let you know how it goes. Right. Ooh, is that... I don't know if that's Bvit or X1. Hang on. It's X1. Okay. So this is Papillilaminum X1. And I'm going to keep it in yes, boy, because it is nice, but it's not like the nicest thing on planet Earth, but it is really, really good. A lot of people like this, and it's in a lot of hybrids, guys. It's in a lot of hybrids. It's not too expensive, you know. It's not like on the level of like Peter Parker's, NSA Red Crystals, Ralph Lynam's. It's not on that level. It's potentially on the level of... Shit, I'm looking. Can't see anything cheap. Yellow Spider, maybe? I don't know. But not that matters. Obviously, it doesn't matter. I'm only saying it so you can like gauge it yourself if you care. I don't care. You know this. I don't care. Like Juggernaut wasn't insanely expensive, for example. I think it was reasonable, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it was absolutely, cost of the earth. And I love it anyway. So anyway, this is fantastic. And if you want to do some nice stuff breeding, then get yourself a nice X1 because it's got a lovely kind of like coffin shape. The veining here is really, really nice, and it's black as all hell. It's black as all hell. There is also Anthurium Bvit if you like that kind of thing as well. That's a really nice one to go for. Oh, people should know what this is. I'm just going to drop this here just so I don't have to expand how wide this is. This here, guys, is Anthurium Stripey or Stripes. There is discussion as to which one it is. I think it's Stripes. Did someone think it said Stripey, but they misread the tag and it actually said Stripes, but everyone calls it Stripey? Am I right? I don't know. It's either in, I'll tell you straight up, it's either in iconic or sexually attracted. I'm kind of toying with sexually attracted, actually. That might be being a little bit overly complimentary. It's possible I would put that in iconic. Oh, let me think. I'm going to leave it in sexually attracted and I reserve the right to bring that down. I think this is either a crystal mag hybrid or it's just magnesium. It's not magnesium. Magnificum, honestly. But it's very, very nice. It's very black. It's spider in a different way to what the Peter Parker is. It's spider in more like a spider web kind of way. It's really, really nice. And whenever you get stuff like this, with stuff like this in it, it's obviously worth a shit ton of money. Same thing as like Black Widows and what have you. But it's a really, really nice plant, and I would love one. I would love to breed with one. I don't know what I would mix it with. Not sure. Something else that would complement this, I think. Not too dissimilar traits. I'd probably breed with something very similar to this. I would love to get this looking more pinky, purpley, something. I don't know. I think that'd be really, really nice. But yeah, that, guys, is my finished ranking for Bougie Anthurium. Let me know the next ranking you'd like me to do. It could be like, I could literally rank like ugly plants, cheap plants, variegated plants, I don't know, literally you name it, guys, I can do it. So if you have an idea of a certain type of plant or something like that you'd like me to rank very much like this, then let me know in the comments below. Until then, YouTube thinks that you should try these videos out. I don't even know what it is. That's the best part. I don't even know what it is. It could be a tier list. It could be a Red Plant Index. I don't even know. Oh, if you want to see more of these, check that Red Plant Index out, actually. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.